Great to have my next guest back here on the program. Jack Della, Maddalena. Big fight. Danny Roberts, UFC Fight Night, November 19th. It's right around the corner. Jack, how are you?
Oh yeah, awesome, James. Thanks for having me. Fight's just around the corner, and I can't wait to
Yeah, and
get
you're
in
you're
there.
already in Vegas, you were telling me. When did you get in?
We got in on Monday now. We got in on Saturday morning. We landed in LA and then went to the beach, had a feed, and then drove over to Vegas. So we were here by Saturday midday
And I was kind of looking at
afternoon.
your Instagram. It looked like about a 2-week notice for this fight, right? It kind of came out of the blue.
Yeah, it came out of the blue, but I was ready to go. I was waiting for a fight. I was itching to get a fight, so I was honestly ready to go. I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. So
Yeah.
ready to get one for this year.
When were you looking to get back in there? Because your last fight was in June. I imagine you wanted to fight a little bit sooner than this, or was this the right amount of time off?
It was a good amount of time, I got sharpened some skills, but yeah, from June, I feel like I was ready to go pretty much September, October, November, and I was just hounding the matchmakers to get me in there and got it done. And I think it was, yeah, honestly, perfect timing.
Yeah, and you're on quite the run, man. Another stoppage win in your last fight. Just how big was that to, follow up the debut in the UFC, getting another finish in your second fight?
Yeah, it was an awesome follow up. A high level competitor, and a lot of my friends and family had made the trip because it was such a close to home Singapore. So awesome way to knock out another second first round victory.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, man. That's awesome. Let's talk about Danny Roberts, a veteran, notable name, been in the UFC for a while. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Yeah, I think Danny is a very good. He's a veteran, been in the fight. I think he's a mid-level guy. I feel like I'm belong in the top level guys. So yeah, just get through a mid-level guy and show that I'm better than that. But yeah, it's a good competitor, and I expect yeah, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a dog fight. I know he's an animal, and it's gonna be violent.
Training camp, who have you mainly had a chance to work with ahead of this sort of shorter camp? I know, like you said, you've been training and expecting an opportunity, but who have you had a chance to work with leading into this fight?
Really just the usual guys. Like not much different in our camp. It's been usual as usual. My brother's been a big help. Boys in the gym. Another Australian champion, John Martin Fraser, came out, so it was good. Which we haven't actually trained with him before, so he was definitely a great addition to the camp. But yeah, really just the usual team. Haven't changed a whole lot. Just trying to get sharper every day.
And why would you? If you keep winning, why change anything if it's working well for you? Now, as far as the weight cut goes, obviously you're already in the U.S., so you can kind of get acclimatized and all that. Are you taking advantage of the UFC PI cafeteria? I hear it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of it. We were in there. We actually just left now. Yeah, love it. It's an awesome facility for fighters, and really, that's really a good reason why we come out early, just for those facilities, and just makes everything that much smoother for us.
Do you work with the PI on your weight cut? Like, did they give you meals and all that and monitor everything, or do you do some of it back home and then some of it here as well?
Yeah, I've over the years I've just worked on my own thing, but yeah, the UFC PI and nutritionists help a lot. You can just yeah, we just spoke to them today. You can just sort of tell them where you're at, and they can, yeah, help me out as well. I sort of have a good blueprint, and the weight's never normally an issue for me.
Is there a favorite meal at the UFC cafeteria that you like that they put together that's healthy? Because I know everyone's got like their go-to meal, right?
Yeah, it's all I always go for. I always get it's pretty basic stuff: steak and rice or chicken and rice.
Yeah.
I haven't tried. I haven't actually. I don't know if there's much more on there.
No.
Maybe this time. This time I'll adventure the menu and see what
see,
they've got.
see if there's anything different. Yeah. But you know what they say, right? If it's boring, it's probably good for you, right? If it's simple, it's probably, the stuff you should be eating, right? So that's kind of how you
Yeah,
have to look at it.
exactly. That's probably what I think it's just towards the end of where it gets the food that I need to eat's a bit bland for the weight, but still a good amount of food. But this time, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna adventure this menu.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. How do you see the fight playing out? Obviously, Danny Roberts is the guy that's going to bring the fight to you. This looks like a fight of the night on paper. How do you see this one going down?
I'm not really sure. I'm ready to go. 15 minutes. I'm gonna be in there like pushing the pace. I think I can if I make the right decisions early, I think I can get him out of there early. But if not, I'll just be working hard for 15 minutes, you know, and I expect it to be violent. He's a heavy puncher. I'm a heavy puncher, so. But I think I.
You know, we mentioned Danny Roberts being a veteran. Where does a win put you? Because I feel like this is sort of, you know, again, not looking past, November 19th, but I feel like if you get another finish here, you're going to start getting those big names in the weight class because you got a lot of momentum right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not looking past Danny. I realize this is a tough fight. I've got to be focused, you know, and make the right decisions. But that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'm going to go straight through Danny. And the UFC coming to Perth in February.
There you go.
Which is my hometown, so I'm going to back it up in February. But until then, it's all my eyes. I'm laser focused on Danny Roberts.
Yeah. And this is your third UFC fight, right? So usually you sign a 4-fight deal. This fight's pretty important, right? Because if you obviously win here, usually you negotiate on the last fight. I don't know if that's something you've thought of.
No, I was lucky enough. I was able to renegotiate a 4-fight one after the last one.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Okay, so you're on a new contract now then.
Yeah, signed a new contract. So this is my first fight on the new 4-fight deal.
Congratulations, man. That doesn't happen all the time. That's really cool.
Lucky man. So the first round finishes is, I think, what they like. So hopefully give them one more and they can do it again.
Yeah, and not bad for you either, right? Because you don't get paid by the hour. You might as well go out there and get it done, right? So as quickly as you can.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I've always wanted to always want to get those wins, you know, for as quickly as possible.
Got 2 more quick questions for you. First, at the time of recording this, we have UFC 281 this weekend. Where are you going to watch it? Are you going to order it, you know, at home, or are you going to go to a sports bar? Like, where do you go watch a big fight like this?
Well, we're going to watch it with the King Casey.
Oh, cool.
Casey's a good friend of ours, so yeah, she lives in Vegas, so I think she's nice enough to put on a barbecue. Watch that. A lot of the Anzacs go to battle.
Yeah, okay, I like it. And just last question, like I mentioned, the fight's coming up next weekend, but downtime, what are you getting up to in Vegas? I know the focus is on Danny Roberts, but you getting any sightseeing or, you know, going for like a hike? I don't know. What do you do when you got a little bit of free time in Las Vegas?
Yeah, that's what we've been looking at, going for a hike. We're going to try. I think we've heard Red Rock's the place to go.
Yeah.
And apparently Lake Mead's pretty cool. So I think we're going to, when we get the spare time, when we think the bodies need a little bit of rest and recovery, we'll probably get out there and see some of Las Vegas. It's a really beautiful place. The mountains and all. It's a lot different to back home.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. Well, we're looking forward to it. UFC Fight Night, November 19th. Jack, always appreciate the time. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Legend. No, just thanks to Scrappy MMA. Number 1. Cheers, James. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, man. Enjoy that.
Instagram, Jack.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted you there. There was a little cut in the. There's a little cut there in the connection. Just plug your Instagram again. Sorry about that.
No, that's good. Instagram's Jack Della Maddalena, one word.
Perfect. Don't think there's too many Jack Della Maddalenas out there, so they're probably good there, right? So that's good.
I was lucky to snag that one.